Attention please, calling on all corps members to move to the parade ground immediately. If you are still in the hostel, you are wrong. Double up!
Yes, sir.
Double up!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Run up! If you are walking, you are late.
I have to wait for which one this wahala this morning now. I don't tire.
Look at that one. I am talking to you. You are gisting on the road. Double up. If you are
Yes,
walking,
sir.
you are
Yes, sir.
wrong.
Yes, sir.
Come
Yes,
on.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at that lady. She's making her face. She's making up. If I get to you there, I will deal with you. Double up. Double up. Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me, but if I get to you, you are going to be in trouble. Run up right now. Corps members, move to the parade ground immediately.
You're probably wondering if an NYSC matters to getting a university scholarship abroad for your master's or even for getting a job. So let's approach it this way. If you are interested in getting a job in public sector in Nigeria, yes, having an NYSC certificate matters because the Nigerian government has mandated all public sector workers to have an NYSC certificate, either a certificate of completion or certificate of exemption. So it matters if you are going for a job in the public sector in Nigeria. However, if your intention is to go for maybe for a master's degree, especially scholarship funded abroad, your NYSC certificate does not matter. It is not required. However, the experience you gain during the service year can be a game changer, whether you're applying for international scholarships or you're trying to get a job. Many Nigerian students miss out because they do not present their NYSCA strategically. When it comes to global scholarships or standing out in the job market, it's not really about just good grades, right? Of course, good grades are important, but the story your experience tells matters a lot, and NYSC can help you tell a real compelling story. This is one of the reasons why strategically approaching your NYSCA matters a lot. Life after school, things like job applications, scholarships come with very, very strict competition. And one common mistake people make is relying only on their first class or second class upper degrees. And this is rarely enough. NYSC can place you as the well-rounded candidate for that scholarship or for that job. It becomes a proof of your real life skills and civic engagement. So instead of overlooking an NYSC as just a formality, or just 1 year of leaving the house, you should see it as a strategic tool to strengthen your application. No matter wherever you are posted, no matter where your PPA is, something good can come out of it. So let's go. One way to use your NYSC strategically is to use it as work experience. Many people do not realize that your 1 year of NYSC service can serve as work experience for you. Most scholarships and job applications usually request for work experience, and you being a fresh graduate may feel left out or exempted from the process because after all you're just a fresh graduate. However, if you use your NYSC strategically, it can count for you as work experience. So whether you served as a teacher, whether you served as an admin staff, or you served as a volunteer health worker, it doesn't matter. But what really matters is how you are able to present it, how you are able to highlight your impact and dedication. What the job committees or the scholarship committees are looking for is students who understand responsibility outside the classroom. So do not underplay this. Shine a light on what you did and what value you added. You can do this through things like volunteering. So both your place of primary assignment, PPA, and CDS can be used and reported as job experience. Remember that CDS should not be looked at just as a formality or as a requirement. It is a big opportunity for you to go beyond the basics. You can do specific things like helping kids learn, leading campaigns, or supporting your host community in meaningful ways. For instance, some of you might be posted to areas where literacy levels are low, and some children may not be able to read in such areas. That is a great opportunity for you to gather a few students together and teach them basic literacy skills like how to read and write. And then ensure that you document all these activities, right? Take pictures, take videos with consent, of course, and document these things on public platforms. Use your social media as tools for highlighting your journey, for carrying the community along. So this can help serve as individual track records, as verifiable evidences for you later on. So take pictures, take videos as you carry out these activities, talk about them, write posts, as you lead campaigns. You can lead campaigns on things like maternal health, right? Infant mortality, food security, campaigns on, encouraging the government to invest more in education, so whatever area it is that you have interest in, you can apply, these things to that area. You can support your host community in many meaningful ways. For instance, you can help them attract funding. Remember that you are a graduate, you have passed through the 4 walls of the university, and you understand, how value moves across the society. You can identify a funder or a funding body. It could be an individual, it could be a philanthropist, it could be a company whose objectives are aligned to the problems that you want to solve in that community, and create engagement with them. Write to them, start the conversation with them, get them to see reasons why they need to invest in that community. So be the liaison person between that organization or that philanthropist and the community, and then channel the funding in, get the job done, and get all the stakeholders to come in and help make that project sustainable. So all these things I have just listed are things that can be classified as grant making, proposal writing, stakeholder and community engagement. So you have been able to embody all these skills in one, and these skills are very, very critical in the development world. So that prepares you, that gives you a basic background in job hunting and scholarships applications. So the major thing is, how are you able to frame your experience? Scholarships and job committees prioritize civic-minded individuals. They love applicants who serve others with passion. So your story of service can make your personal statement more powerful, more persuasive, and compelling. It presents you as someone who is aware of the community where they live and is willing to use their skills to help others. This is a very, very critical skill. The second thing you can do to ensure that your NYSC experience is used strategically is proving your leadership potential. Again, job committees and scholarship committees are looking for someone who is not just book smart, but can also be a good leader, can be an influencer of some sorts. Your NYCA can give you that opportunity. It is a good platform for you to do that. So whether you serve as a platoon leader, as a CLO, as a CDS organizer, in whatever capacity, even if you serve in a religious capacity, it still counts. All that matters is knowing how to frame all the activities that you've carried out, because you're working with community, right? You're working with the community. You are helping to ensure that this community keeps together and achieves set objectives. That is basically what it is. So if you have ever stepped up to lead a team, coordinate a project, solve a problem, talk about it, frame all this and present them in your statement of purpose or in your job applications that require such things that prove you have leadership potential in you. Remember that leadership is not just about having a big title. It's about the responsibilities that you are able to carry out. So if you can lead outreaches during your service year, you can rally up a team to clean up a school. That is leadership. You're showing leadership, right? If you can initiate your own CDS project, that is also leadership, because all these things show that you have courage and you are able to rally a team together. You have drive, you have agency. Now, all these things are qualities that scholarship bodies and job committees reward. So this also is another way to maximize your NYSCA and get the best out of it. The third way you can maximize your NYSCA is using it to get strong recommendations. In job applications and in scholarship applications, recommendations are always required. So if you can get a solid letter of recommendation from your NYSC supervisor, your local government inspector, or even your state coordinator, or the school principal where you served, at whichever level, this can be a big boost to your applications. And you can get this by doing the first 2 steps. So if you are active in the community, you show leadership potential, you are active in volunteering, all these people can take notice of you. So when you go there and you request a letter of recommendation, they will be more than happy to give it to you, because they have seen that yes, you actually embody these skills. And these letters of recommendations carry a great deal of impact in your applications. So once you're able to prove that you are not just marking time, but you are contributing, you are showing up, and you are making a difference, when the time comes, they will be willing to grant you a letter of recommendation, which can be used for either your scholarship applications or your job applications. The fourth way that you can use your NYSC strategically is to use it to develop a global perspective. Now, NYSC, if done well, takes you out of your comfort zone and teaches you how to adapt in a new environment. Because usually where they post you to a place where you are not really familiar with, and where you don't really have much lived experience. For example, you're from the north, you get posted to the south, and vice versa, like that. So this removes you from a place where you have built a life where you are comfortable with, the ins and outs, you understand the language, you understand the culture, you understand in-house jokes, you understand what people do in public and what should not be done in public, and then you're taking somewhere else, right? So living in a new place, working in a new place gives you maturity, it gives you empathy, and it gives you a wider view of the world, so that when you are done and you are applying for global scholarships or jobs, your NYSC experience has helped to broaden your mind. It has helped to broaden your perspective. So this can help you to deal with people from different cultures and different backgrounds. It helps you to be a more well-rounded applicant for whatever position that you are applying for. So this is also very, very critical if done well. So with these 4 points of mine, I hope you are convinced and not confused that your National Youth Service year can be used strategically and can become a blessing for you at the end of the year. I wish you well. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.